We got you. What's good, baby? How long gone? It's a beautiful Tuesday here in New York City. They're shooting hoops outside, Jason. The leaves are green. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I woke up at 6, made some coffee, watched Whitmer's Hour Special, walked the dogs, made some fresh squeezed orange juice, couple Americanos. Bob's your uncle. Here we are, buddy.
That sounds like a pretty good morning so far.
Yeah.
Spend a morning. Get ready with me to spend a morning with a content creator in Glendale, California.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mention your age.
This is all before 9 a.m. Obviously.
Well, if you're gonna do it, you got to do it. Rise and grind style. It would be silly.
Yeah, no need to mention the age, because then the waking up early part gets less and less impressive the older you get.
Sure. Wake up. Get ready with me as a 65-year-old who wakes up at 3:30 a.m. It doesn't really.
If you're up at 5:30 and you're 16, let's keep an eye on you. Your future is going to be, unless you're going to burn out. 50-50 chance you're gonna
you could burn out.
Murder, suicide, either that or hey, I'm running Groupon. You know what I mean? Something like that.
You know what? I started getting up at 3:30 a.m. when I was 16. I don't want to boast, but I came up with Groupon. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
But
which way, Western man? It is a Groupon situation, or I'm thinking about joining the Marines.
I could.
Mm-hmm. Uncle Sam gave me a Groupon. Tell you what. Okay, let's talk about our friend Brad. Reputation.
What?
Pitt's having a bad week.
Oh, Pitt. Oh, he's having Brad Pitt's having a...
You don't know about that great Kanye West lyric?
I do know that, actually, now that you say that, but
okay,
I don't...
Okay. I mean, it was strange out of context.
I mean, look, man, Brad Pitt's having a fine week. He chose to self-release his sobriety because here's what happened. Somebody definitely saw him drinking, I believe at Taylor Swift's wedding, and he's like, you know what? I got to get ahead of this. But imagine being the writer.
I thought there were no cameras, you guys.
At Esquire, who gets to come back and said, all right, guys, we got it. He said he's not sober anymore, and he contemplated suicide. So just run it as is, and we're going to get what we need out of this,
Did you say Esquire or GQ?
It's in Esquire.
It's in Esquire. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Esquire. Yeah, it's the Esquire cover. But yeah,
well, so what do you think? Whatever. A few weeks ago, I think his final child announced that they're removing the Pitt name from their legacy. If 100% of your 8 children want to disown your name, I feel like I'm going to start drinking again, right? That's a good...
I mean, he probably hadn't seen those kids in so long. He doesn't really give a shit, but it's publicly, it's bad.
He hates them. They hate him. It's all Jolie's fault, right?
Look, I'm not the leader of the Believe Men movement, but I think Brad Pitt's probably done some unsavory stuff.
Of course.
I think Angelina Jolie is definitely a blood-sucking devil. And I don't trust her as far as I could throw her little ass, but I think everybody's at fault here, but Brad probably did some worse stuff at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh no, for sure, for sure. I wasn't doing a Believe Men situation. I think it's more of just like Brad's hanging out with Angelina Jolie. He's having the time of his life. They're 2 of the hottest actors alive. They're fucking crazy style. They are making millions and millions. And then one day she's like, we about to adopt 8 random kids, and they're going to hate it, and you're going to hate it. And he's like, pussy too good, got to say yes. Maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. It reminds me, those t-shirts that you would see where it's like, she was a blah, 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 and he was a blah, 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 and God, if anyone gets in his way, God save him, because it's that kind of passion.
Do you think Brad Pitt ever wore the shirt that's like, I don't need Google, I have a wife? You know what I mean? I wonder how many of these. I think there's something so...
Throw that on the back of the Triumph.
And maybe this is on purpose, but there's something so off-putting about Angelina Jolie, and there always has been, that I do feel like it has helped him, because I mean, he's Brad Pitt, obviously he's one of the most famous guys in the world, but he does a pretty good job of coming off as quote unquote normal compared to her. Do you know what I mean? Like, as far as like the way he presents to the world.
By comparison, it only makes him look more normal.
That's when
we have to remember, he's the top 5 famous actors alive on the planet. There's no way in hell he's a normal guy.
No, of course not.
Every
Impossible.
actor is a psychopath. But imagine being one on his level.
Impossible.
One where like studios have killed people to make sure he's all good over the years. Type of actor.
What movie is he promoting? Do you know?
I had no idea he was in a movie.
Well, I mean, Brad Pitt ain't doing a magazine cover unless there's a movie to promote. So I know there's something.
I don't know. What do you got? F2?
I think F1. I think F1 did enough damage.
No. He was. I know he was redoing. Or there's like a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But I don't. That's not out yet. That's still being filmed.
Oh yeah.
He's teenage sex and death at Camp Miasma, which was a movie flick that I was actually got invited to. Shout out to my movie team, but I was unable to make it. Gillian Anderson, Hannah Einbinder, where they're all bloody, where Hannah Einbinder's thick and covered in blood.
I'm good on that. Probably. I think that's probably not totally up my street.
You don't want.
I have seen a lot of
horror sex rom.
I've seen a lot of promotion for it though, because the name is so memorable. I believe our friend Bijan at Intramural did like a something with them actually to promote that. If I'm not mistaken.
It's one of those films where what do you call it? If the title of the film has 7 or 8 words in it, do you call it Camp Miasma? Miasma doesn't roll off the tongue, or do you call it Teenage Sex and Death?
I mean, that
could be a lot of movies.
I mean, that's extremely catchy, as obviously not for SEO purposes, but I do like that as a simple, clean title.
What are you guys gonna go see? Teenage Sex and Death.
It's true.
Okay.
It's a tough sell to your parents if you're under 17.
Validate. Okay.
Yeah, make sure you validate. There's also a new Vogue cover today with Kaya Gerber and your boy Homer Gere.
Who the fuck is Homer Gere?
Richard Gere's son, bro. Homer. Come on, bro. You don't know Homer?
Bro, Homer Gere, that's my sweatpants that I got on Redbubble. I got my Homer, I got my Lisa pant, my Homer
Gere luckily is extremely good looking, so that his name is not going to affect him the way it maybe would affect some more guys
Richard
like us.
Gere's son's extremely good
Who
looking.
Who would have thought? But it is pretty crazy.
Kaya and Homer making their own way.
It is pretty crazy though that their parents were married and now it's a pretty crazy story.
Are they're technically siblings?
No.
Half brother?
No, nothing at all, because they were it was all done, it was all before.
And Homer play yeah, it was all before. Homer plays the naughty boy on the Shards, and then Kaya plays just a girl. Doesn't matter kind of what
it doesn't matter. Yeah, Alex was watching the Shards last night while I was trying to fall asleep, and I have to say the music was keeping me up. It feels like it's pretty good.
It had a little like when the first Grand Theft Auto Vice City came out, and it did a good job with that 80s playlist.
Well, I remember when the book came out, somebody had made an exhaustive list of every playlist on Spotify of every song that was mentioned in the book, which I found extremely useful. There's some real deep cuts in there. Yeah,
we got the Cars, we got Duran Duran, we got the Go-Go's. We even have 2 songs from Troye Sivan.
Hold the fuck on. That's
Troye Sivan has 2 songs on episode 1 song on episode 2. What's up with this?
That's Ryan Murphy is gay. That is what is up with that, because that don't make no sense.
And these appear to be original compositions for the song.
Troy scored it.
Because Troye Sivan and Leland, whoever the fuck Leland is, he's got a song called Another Days Goes By, LA Wants Me Dead. These are all songs these are all like movie soundtrack song titles. You know what I mean?
Okay, original.
Like
yeah, for sure.
Steven goes to the mall. Track 14.
It's about.
Okay,
I do. I've been seeing I don't know who shot that Troye Sivan picture that's everywhere, but I really like it. The one that for his new album.
The one where he's in Whitmer Nachos. He actually looks just like Role Model.
He does not look like Role Model, but
he's got Role Model hair.
No,
I guess it's kind of K-poppy hair.
No, he doesn't. He has fucking 8 inches more hair than Role Model. Not that Role Model couldn't grow it.
Pause.
I'm sure he could. It is actually giving some. It is giving a little Whitmer.
See?
A little bit. But I mean, the Homer, I was just struck by the Homer cover, because I'm sure he's wearing Celine, but it really, really looks like J. Crew. In a way that, like, I've worn that outfit 10 times myself.
Yeah, but he's wearing, okay, so he's got, it's the suit, jacket, white shirt.
He's wearing a blue blazer, white shirt, rep stripe tie, and jeans. That is the most. I mean, obviously, it's classic American men's clothing, but I just love seeing that on the cover of Vogue because that's actually what does belong there because people actually dress like that.
The amount of people that can pull this off, and people dressed like that when the Shards was on TV, or when the Shards was happening in real life, whatever, in the 80s. The amount of people who can pull this look off in 2026.
No, I disagree completely. That's the easiest look to possibly pull off compared to what is on the cover of most fashion magazines. Let's be real here. Like, this is not.
I don't know, man. I mean, because the blazer, it has a formal feel to it. Crisp white shirt. So on top, it's something that a president would wear. It's basically Pete Hegseth's outfit on top, and a nice pair of jeans that are mimicking a 501 silhouette. And then the shoe, you can see by the sole of it, is a luxury item and not one of your legacy Americana menswear shoe brands. But I don't know. I think the amount of people who can, you gotta have a bod for this, and you gotta have the balls for it. It's not like I'm wearing, my jeans and my Converse and a Mickey Mouse T-shirt tucked in with the vintage blazer. This is.
I disagree.
This is tough to pull off, in my opinion.
I disagree. I don't
know anyone who dresses like this. I see
literally
you wear this
dress
look.
like
Sometimes
this.
you pull it off half the time.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll take that. I mean, I just find it. I am just so fascinated with the fact that like our highest end designer brands want to look like J. Crew and Ralph Lauren. That's how powerful. That's how powerful the pull of American style is. You know what I mean? Like that it's
so Chris hit him with that. I just think it's funny though.
No, I mean, look, I would love to overpay for some preppy Celine. I'm not mad at it at all. It's cool. It looks good. It looks great on him. I mean, like I said,
when we're done recording, we can head down to the store right now.
I'll hit
a room started for you.
I'll hit Rodeo with your ass. All right. Friend of the show, Whitmer Thomas, is going to join us. You know him. You know his comedic work. You know his Instagram content. You know his specials. He's had a few, but he's back with a new one. This is on HBO as well, correct?
I believe so, yes. I watched the screener on Vimeo. Shout out to Vimeo, but I'm pretty sure it started with the classic HBO.
Hey.
It comes out tomorrow. Hold the fuck on. We're not done yet.
Shut your fucking ass up, bro.
It comes out this week. It comes out August 14th. So Whitmer took his time. He got off the skateboard, stopped dilly-dallying, and finally went back to work.
He finally went back to work, and then we consumed it the way any stand-up comedy special should be consumed at 7:18 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. Let's give him a call. Okay, Whitmer, we're in the building, we're in the lab, we're in the studio. We caught you watching something on TV. You were nice enough to turn it off while we pod today. Could you tell us what it was?
Yeah, I was watching a featurette about the making of No Country for Old Men.
Oh my God. I was really hoping you were going to say like,
Is your chick out of town? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, dude, that's the most let your nuts hang type male behavior I've ever. Were you smoking a cigarette in your boxers?
He was watching it like the John Hamm meme where he's got a suit on with a cigarette in the movie theater, a little tear coming down his eye.
Oh man.
That answer is too good. I couldn't have scripted that. That's too good.
Did you say a featurette?
Yeah, like it would be on the DVD.
Got it.
But were you watching it on YouTube?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So were you beaming from your computer, or do you pay for a YouTube premium subscription so you're able to watch it?
I pay for premium. I don't want any of those commercials. I got gambling videos to watch.
Okay. Sure. How many streaming services do you pay for? Because I feel like that's kind of like giving back in the entertainer community.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I pay for every one of them probably, and I don't watch any of them,
even the free ones.
Yeah.
So is there a paid tier on this one?
Tubi, I'm Venmoing Tubi.
Tubi Pro gets my Venmo every month.
Do you now this is a question I love to ask, because when we were working more closely with Spotify, they weren't willing to give me a free account as an Apple Music user. Is your HBO family, have they blessed you with a login, or does that just come out of the Chase Sapphire every month like normal?
Hell no, man. I'm paying HBO too, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, so HBO. First rule of HBO, don't give out a free membership. I don't care who it is.
Yesterday I had to go pick up my own posters for this premiere party that I paid for. Yeah, well, they sent me some, but they're 11 by 17. They sent the venue, and it's like, what the fuck is this, man? Zasloff has really changed shit since 2020.
Okay, Big Daddy Zaz says, "All right, we're gonna make some posters. Let's keep them under a foot long. Make them real kind of small. So if you drive by them, you have to pull over and
Now,
get the
look,
glasses out."
To be fair to our overlords at HBO, this does feel like an error, not necessarily a money-saving technique. Or Whitmer, do you think they're cutting corners even when it comes to paper? No pun intended.
I don't know about that. I think it was probably an error. There's been a couple errors in the rollout, and
What other errors have happened in the rollout, if you don't mind?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a hierarchy over there. I think the Pit might have a little more budget than Wit. No shade.
well, I think I blame myself because
I did not have that pre-written.
that's pretty good, man. Thank you. But thank you for calling me Wit, by the way. I'm trying to get that out there. I tried to change my name professionally a few months ago, and they wouldn't let me. But
Who's they? The government?
just like my agents and stuff, they were like, "Don't do that, you idiot."
All the people around me who care about you.
Whitmer is a nice formal and memorable name, but Wit is more casual and leans into your Southern heritage, I feel.
I think you're right, and people have like pure panic whenever they hear Whitmer. They just like don't hear it, and they can't remember it, and they go like Whittemere or Whitmire or Whitmore or Whitney, basically anything.
You say the word Whitmer, their brain says that's not a name, and then we move on.
Even you just said Whitmere. Like the name Whitmer does not stick into anyone's brain. And when I go to a hotel, you know how it has like your first name on the TV sometimes? It'll be like, "Hey, Chris." Mine always says, "Hey, Thomas." It said, "Hey, Tom" before. It like people don't have a fucking clue, man.
Anything but Whitmere. I can't say it.
I just can't say it. Well, all right, so so the special is coming out.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had this thing in the can for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Vimeo upload date was January 7th, which was 9 months ago.
Yeah.
And you filmed it before January, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, man. I mean,
These jokes are
were you there?
old.
No, you weren't there. Yeah, these jokes are. I do a joke about Stranger Things, the end of Stranger Things, and I'm trying to get out ahead of that one.
Stranger Things fever. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I guess speaking...
That does date you a bit here. That does date you a bit.
I talk about alpha males, which is like such a old thing to talk about. I talk about Dime Square.
Have you guys seen the Manosphere?
Exactly. I talk about Dime Square in this. Like I have a song
This
about
is all still relevant as somebody who's a cultural critique who watched this Tuesday, August 11th.
Oh, thanks.
For the first time. None of it was feeling stale to me.
Okay.
So
Okay, good.
rest
good.
easy, brother.
I want to hear more about the problems, though, if you don't mind.
Yeah, the HBO, the issues with the rollout. We love the minutia
Yeah.
of that. You know what I mean? If you could just kind of
Okay.
badmouth the company that changed your life.
Well, it's taken. The reason it took so long to come out is because of how hard it was to edit. Like I had to go knock on people I sort of don't know anyore's doors to try to find like old footage, like skate videos and stuff.
How did that? Well, hold on. How did that go? Because I feel like
When you said you had to.
some people would like that. Some people would like that, but then I feel like some people might be like, "Oh, here comes old Hollywood asking for a fucking favor," you know?
No. Dude.
Do you have any old videos of you buying OxyContin or something I could use for my special?
It's on HBO. Yeah, you can't afford it. You live in Alabama, but you know what I mean.
Maybe one of you like really messing up a skateboard trick where you hurt yourself embarrassingly.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, number one is they are sad for me. They feel bad for me because in their mind, I'm nothing. And like, to them, an HBO special is they will literally be like, "When does it come out on Netflix?" I've had multiple people ask me, "When does it come out on Netflix?"
Dude, that's really cool.
and their gauge is for stand up now is like Theo Vaughn or something, you know, like they
Like
Matt Rife.
call me when you get
yeah.
on Kill Tony, pussy.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And these are people who like used to be cool. Like they gave me the Invite Me Up CD, like Zach Galifianakis. They would like seek out like Mitch Hedberg and people like that.
They used to have it.
Now they just sort of take whatever's given to them on the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
But so that took a long time to edit because of having to do that, go back to Alabama so many times.
So you were literally knocking on doors.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier that way, probably.
Yeah.
People down there, you're saying they weren't digitizing all their old footage in 4K for you?
No, man. And Chris, I found multiple videos of Hope's Fall and Every Time I Die shows in like Birmingham and Atlanta.
Go! I might have been at one of those. I mean, Hope's Fall, I think, was Christian, so I don't fuck with that. But Every Time I Die, even though it was a little broy, it did go off, let's say, in the pit.
Oh, yeah, man. And I found one where there's like 15 people in the audience.
I think Every Time I Die might still be active and might be like quite popular. I think it might still be a thing.
Maybe they were one of those bands who had like a resurgence, like Poison the Well or something.
For sure.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a member of Every Time I Die listening to this podcast right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys.
My first
He's
email
cutting the sleeves off of his t-shirts while he listens to this. Your first email, I'm sorry, what?
is a Every Time I Die lyric from when I was in 9th grade. Find it full of love at yahoo.com. You can still email me if you want. It's on there.
We went with Yahoo for that one.
Yeah, it was pre-Gmail, man.
Oh,
Yeah, but Hotmail was an option, dude. Hotmail was an option. Hotmail was obviously the choice.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. Well, anyway, like as far as like the screwing up the rollout goes, like I'm pretty, and I think I blame myself because I'm so like specific about like posters and trailers and all that stuff. And you know, I think you get into the routine of editing these like stand-up posters, which are just like a guy like shrugging with a microphone or something, and I don't want that. And then the trailers are just like, so Tinder's weird, and then you know they do all that stuff, and I don't want any of that. And so it's a lot of work, and HBO people are always so down because they're excited to do anything different.
Yeah.
You know?
To flex their artistic muscles.
Yeah, they're excited for it. But then also, I guess who's ever in charge of like the social media posting stuff realized that there's no face. My face isn't in the first like 5 seconds of the trailer. So before they post it, it's supposed to go like the HBO logo with like a kid's, I think it was my feet skating on the street, like, and they posted a video of me chewing on stage, like that is with no context of what it is, and they said they did it because they need my face, but it's the punchline of like a joke.
What are you chewing? What are you air, or is there?
Well, I'll bleep it. He's eating a.
Yeah. But with no context of that.
You have hours and hours of your face being filmed on stage that they could have thrown in there, but they said, let's get the 1 4-second chunk out of these 18 hours where he's eating his.
Yeah.
And when things like that happen to you, in your mind, are you like, are you able to let it go, or are you thinking like, what the flying fuck? How do you people have jobs?
Yeah,
I got really. Who made this call?
I was heartbroken. I was like sweating immediately and was texting like a minute after they posted it, trying to get it taken down. And this is for like 2 seconds of a trailer, and I don't know. I was being a total brat.
I mean, those are the first seconds.
Yeah,
that's everything, right?
Yeah, but on TV,
in today's
algorithm,
what
it's supposed to be. But anyway, of course, nobody noticed any of that, and of course, as somebody said, like, oh, I saw the trailer, it was cool, I'd give them the caveat thing of like, well, the first frames, it's not actually supposed to be that, and talk for 3 minutes, you know, like,
of course,
which I do all the time.
Well, what do you think? I was noticing, like Robbie Hoffman, her special, it has a very brought to you by John Mulaney. Like Mulaney delivers this thing in a velvet box with white gloves, and yours is brought to you by Tim Robinson. I'm starting to feel a little, East Coast, West Coast rap game. The Suge is Mulaney Suge Knighting. You know what I mean? Is Tim are the older comedians sort of gathering their roster of young people to build up?
Bro, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to need another man's help to sell your special. I mean, I'm just saying. That's a little crazy.
I wish I could say something different, but that's just absolutely right. I mean, you're not wrong.
Robbie, all these comedians who are breaking through, you're happy to do anything. You just want to do whatever. And these guys are like, fuck, I signed this like deal with HBO and I gotta like produce like 5 specials. Like you're checking off a box on their contract that they're getting, you know, lots of money for.
Yeah.
And, you know, to you, life changer.
Well, I don't know, man. Like, I think that Tim is just a pal who like offered a lot of insight and encouragement while making it, which I hadn't really had before, and was like totally down to help out. And life changing, I don't really know. I put out another one of these about 6 years ago, and I don't know if it really changed my life in any way. I got to meet y'all.
I remember we podcasted about it.
Yeah,
We definitely podcasted about
it changed the 3 of our lives a lot. No, I'm not saying that, you know, Tim's not just checking you off on a box. I think that he sees you and he's like, this guy's a weirdo just like me, and it's important for me to, you know, people like us get us out there.
Well, and I hang out with Tim all the time. He's like one of my close buddies. So if he didn't do it, well, it would be awkward.
It'd be weird back at the curb when you ask him to film the hard flip.
Who's better at skating? Because I feel like that could be, because obviously Spanky's number one. He's a professional. But in your little amateur crew, because you get to go out with all these pros and live your little dream, your Tony Hawk pro skater fucking fantasy.
Yeah.
But who's nastier? Who's nastier with it? You or Tim? And don't say Tim because he helped you. Be honest.
I think me and Tim are different. Tim's really good at like creatively figuring out how to skate on a ledge, whereas I'm like, I'll jump off this thing, or I'll like, you know, I'll go really fast and go off this ramp.
Okay.
You'll do a small set of stairs where Tim is sticking to the waxed curb, and how creative
he's a Rodney Mullen. You're a Burnquist. Your balls to the wall. He's a technician. I got it.
Exactly. Tim, just like Tim's comedy, I think he puts a little bit more thought into how to be funny. I'm like, let me tell a long story.
I mean, I feel like I feel like comedians used to really have to lean into their lives a little more, even if it was observational, but you really mine your life more than most, I would say.
Yeah, I would like to not have to do that, but if I don't, even if it's a short set, the audience will be like, who is this fucker in this stupid ass jacket or something, you know?
So you're saying you feel called to do it that way, but you also feel like you've boxed yourself in a little bit?
Oh yeah, I mean, like all my favorite comics and my friends, you don't really know anything about them. Like you,
Oh, yeah, I don't know shit about Seinfeld, right?
Right. My pal Seinfeld.
Well, I know some stuff about him, but it's all bad. I don't know anything about like.
What if Seinfeld was like, why are people complaining about me dating a 14-year-old or whatever? Suddenly self-deprecating, which none of those guys are. Like, if Joe Rogan made fun of how he's like short and ugly, I would suddenly be like, I love this guy. That's all.
This guy's fucking hilarious. He's done it again. Yeah, that's true. I've never thought about that because I don't really like comedy enough to like study it. But I think that I feel like it's a generational thing too, though. I feel like our age, I feel like we are taught to sort of, I mean, Jason and I definitely are in our line of work, but like you sort of mine your life for content, for better or worse. At least with a comedian, you can, you know. Yeah, I guess the storytelling feels more compelling to me than like, here's a joke.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I've always responded to growing up too. Like I liked all the Bright Eyes songs where he told like a story that is exactly what happened. And now like writing songs and jokes, I've like learned like, oh, you don't need every detail. You can lie a little bit too, but that is like, I'm always pretty hooked, especially like when one of my buddies suddenly like decides to tell a story about their parents. Like they'll go from being complete absurdists to then saying like, oh, when I was a kid, this happened. I'm like suddenly like leaning in, you know? But at the same time, I wish that I could be like totally absurd, do a set where you just like don't learn anything about me. But instead, I'm always like, this is the first time I jacked off. This is the first time I ever got in a fight with a girlfriend. This is and just running through it.
I feel like watching your specials, both of them, there's a lot of catharsis going on to where after you finish watching it, you feel good. It's uplifting. You're watching, you know, like when you watch a movie and it finishes, you're like, oh, sometimes you're just like, whoa, crazy. And then sometimes it's like an uplifting song in the credits, and you're like, man, we did ups and downs, and we got there, and it's celebratory. And comedy specials don't really do that too much anymore. I feel like they really fail to stick the landing. But you having all those stories, talking about all that embarrassing stuff with your friends on stage, with the footage, when you finish it, you're like, even if you don't like comedy, you're just like, I feel good after watching that, which is, I guess we need mo of.
Thanks,
I
man.
feel that way after watching a Nate Bargatze or whatever.
Same.
I feel the same.
Dude, it's
I kind
so
of feel
intimate.
the same.
Him in a 15,000 seat arena. Anytime I see that shit in a comedy special, I'm like, this is a brag. You coward.
Yeah, just
Although I do think he's got a lot of funny jokes, but still, I think Nate is, of all those like guys, I think he's easily the funniest one. But I just hate when they film those specials. And
I would like to see you. What's it
arenas.
going to take for you to get the call up to the roast stage? You know what I mean? I would really like to see you on the panel. You, Pete Davidson, you know what I mean? Like you guys just going.
Tearing Tom Brady a new one?
Honestly, it would be so. If you're listening, anyone. This is the kind of guy we need up there because it's your delivery. It would just throw people off in a way that I think would really work.
Yeah, you were talking about in the special about when a guy jumps into the pool and plugs his nose. You know what I mean? Tom Brady just did that this week, and he was being roasted at Flambade. So if you were on stage, you and
oh, what a little dork.
DL Hewley and whatever, how would you roast Tom Brady for plugging his nose before he jumps in the water all by himself?
I don't know, man. I worry that I don't know enough about stuff to do those roasts. So.
I think there's a crack team of people that will get you there real quick.
Nick Mullen will write all of your jokes. You just have to stick the landing, buddy. Come on.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. But I think I think we need to see more guys like you up there. I think it would really throw it for a fucking a twist in a good way. Because I feel like it's become a little bit, same old every time.
Yeah, maybe. I do feel like everybody in the audience would be like, absolutely hate me. Even if I was roasting like an evil guy, they would suddenly just be
but
like,
that kind of the Elon Musk roast, you know what I mean? You're not first chairing the thing, but you're up there. I think that the crowd could come around on that, just for different sake.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to try. That's changed some lives, those roasts.
I think you get paid a lot of money.
What it did for Sam J after she roasted Tom Brady? Oh, man.
I was about to reference Sam J. Me and Sam J, Rachel Sennett, and some other comics in 2021 did a Life is Beautiful festival in Las Vegas, which is like a pop festival, like EDM stuff, a lot of DJs and stuff. Nobody's there to see comedy. It was inside of a theater that had AC, so everybody coming down off of Molly, trying to survive, trying to live, just like drink water, would come into that comedy space.
And this is the 2021 Life is Beautiful festival, so it was sort of COVID-y, post-COVID-y kind of vibe as well.
Oh yeah, I got COVID there at a Hooters. and that's, I've gotten COVID twice at a Hooters. One in Orlando.
Dude, I think that says more about you than Fauci. I didn't know that. Okay, so you go to Hooters enough that you've contracted COVID twice at different locations.
Yeah, man, it's my favorite restaurant.
While you tell that story, I'm going to upload a photo that I found of you doing stand-up at the Life is Beautiful music festival on was it the Kicker stage?
Yeah, that sounds right. But yeah, we all bombed. All bombed like all weekend. And,
I'm looking at this picture. This says everything I need to know.
It was fucking miserable, dude. I was having to go back to my like celebrity impressions jokes from 2012. Like Matthew McConaughey to try to get a laugh.
Did you receive...
I think Matthew would sound a little something like this.
Exactly.
But I mean, was the check good at least?
It was a good check, and it was Rachel's birthday, and it was a very fun hang. This is like, and Rachel wasn't Rachel how she is now, so it was like, it was fun.
She would still talk to you if you saw her in public back then.
Yeah, no, I mean, she wasn't like financially the way that she is now, so it was fun.
She needed the money just as much as you did.
Yeah, it was fun to experience that with her. And then like,
it was before you guys both got your HBO money.
I already had mine. but I think it'd run out by then. I didn't know about taxes. But we had so
What
much.
is your order? What are you going to Hooters for? I mean, obviously the Hooters, but what are you getting there that keeps you coming back?
Daytona style, bitch. Come on.
I'll get anything. I'll get any of the buffalo stuff. Buffalo shrimp. Boneless buffalo wings. I'll get the regular buffalo wings, fried pickles, and if she sits next to me while she takes my order, I'm giving her a 50% tip.
Okay, are you?
Sometimes they do that, especially down south in my hometown. They'll go, "Hey, hon," and they'll sit right next to you.
Hey, shit.
Are you drinking some cold ones?
Is it okay if my leg touches yours? And you're like,
We knocking knees.
Are you
Sorry,
drinking?
go ahead.
Are you drinking cold ones as well?
No, I don't do that at Hooters because there's actually no or if I don't like beer and there's no alcohol in the drinks, really. It's just like some sort of blue syrupy thing.
Okay, all right.
They trick you.
Yeah, that they do seem like a scam organization over there.
Yeah.
fool me once. Yeah, you're not a beer
No,
drinker.
No, I'm not. I don't like beer.
That actually surprises me. That feels like a rejection of your culture.
Well, it is. I don't know if you've looked at me, but I'm not totally embracing my culture.
No, but I know that, but I feel like drinking a beer is an easy way to connect. You know what I mean? I feel like that's an easy way to connect with your
It's
culture.
a gateway alcohol.
It is. Well, I never drank until like not long ago, like 6 years ago. So I don't really know. I just kind of missed the beer window, I think. And
Where did you go straight to? What was the first?
vodka cranberry.
Yeah.
Just
Nice.
just like a woman.
Yeah,
little screwdriver, a little cran.
that's all I wanted. Like all I wanted was like those sweet little drinks.
Actually, you drinking a screwdriver, that being your thing, would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I am cool. I've decided,
Have you had a Red Bull and vodka?
dude. I have.
I feel like that'll get you all spun out.
I
The
need that.
zoomies.
I'm really mad when the bar doesn't have Red Bull something because I'm so sleepy all the time. Tonight we're doing this premiere in LA. I don't know if you're going to be there, Jason, but
Carolyn got an invite. I did not, though. Kind of funny how that works
Yeah.
out.
I
Trying to pepper the room
I
with some
sent you.
hotties.
I got your emails on there. I can screen grab it, but for some reason, a lot of people didn't get the invite.
Oh,
But
shit. Okay. No, I believe that I was invited. I might go.
okay, cool.
Where is it?
It's at Sid the Cat Auditorium. Have y'all been there?
No,
But I know where it is.
I hate the name, and I don't want to go to that neighborhood, but it sounds great. Literally, I'm serious. Like the venue sounds amazing, but everything else about it, I don't want to go to.
Dude, it's like easily the best venue in LA now. It's got it's got two separate areas where you can just chill. Like it's got a bar and then it's got an outside area where you don't have to listen to the band.
Damn. That is
Do you have anybody joining you tonight, or is this just the Wit show?
It's just a wit show.
You didn't call in any of your celebrity friends?
Well, I'm sure there'll be some celebs there, but I'll make sure that the photographer prioritizes them.
As you should.
Get them.
Smart.
I'm going to just try to promote Phoebe Bridgers' new record the whole time because it comes out the same day. Like, let's get some eyes on Phoebe.
Oh, I forgot it comes out the same day. Yeah, shit, you're fucked as far as streaming goes. That's going to be tough.
No.
Well, I was like hitting her up saying, hey, come to this thing in New York. And then I realized same moment, I was like, oh, wait, your record comes out.
She's like, sorry, I'm going to be at a planetarium in Santa Fe with all of my closest thems to promote this thing, so I can't.
Swing by after Madison Square. But yeah, congrats on all that. You said Sid the what? No, but you guys are not competing, you know what I mean? You're on HBO, she's on Apple Music.
It's a different.
Could I make it any more obvious?
It's a different game.
When I was watching the show, this is a thing that Chris and I have tangled with our live shows. When you're doing music and comedy, you have two different genres of seated and standing. You sit to watch stand-up, you stand to watch music. When you do both, you have everybody standing in your audience. Is that a decision that you had to make? Was it a hard thing to consider, or was that just the best way to do a bad thing?
Right. It was a bad thing, and everybody was very mad at me. I did 2 tours where there was no chairs, and people like in the DMs now when I say I'm going on tour will say like, will there be chairs?
Is this a chairless affair? Yes or no?
Yeah. And so now I try to put like 50 chairs down, but for the special, the AC broke there was all these hot lights, no chairs. I like posted like, if you're coming tonight, make sure to wear like
Mesh.
summertime clothes, and also don't wear any logos or anything distracting. And it's like everybody's wearing, it's my millennial ass fan base, so they're all wearing like skinny jeans and Hokas and like and they're like print their shirt with like pizza all over it or something. So we were in post, like actually having.
So I can't wear my Talladega Nights jacket. Okay,
Your loss.
in post. We were having to go and black people out, like turn them into a shadow because of how distracting their shirt was.
wow, really?
That really is your fan base, bro. That really is.
Right. People were pissed, man. And if you watch it again, like you'll see that the audience is 25% lighter by the end of the show because people were leaving.
A lot of drop off compared to most specials.
Yeah. I mean, in the show, each taping was 2 hours long because I have to move so much gear around in between songs and stand up. We cut it all out. I'm not doing a very good job of selling watching this thing.
Well, when I watch the special, it edits and plays fluidly, perfect, seamless. You would never know. But if you were there when the sausage was being made, tough slog all around.
Yeah.
So just imagine how bigger the laughs would have been if you created a comfortable environment for them.
Yeah, I'll say here we sweetened it up a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
We added a handful of. Oh, there's usually a laugh there.
You put some
Pull one in.
stevia in your cold brew.
So you're not talking about we gave everyone Jello shots and half an edible to get them going. You're saying in post we threw in some chuckles, little gang vocal on the
A
chuckle.
little bit. Oh yeah, just a little.
I think that's the magic of Hollywood.
Everyone does it.
Yeah, I think that's the magic of Hollywood. That's how it should be done. I have no problem with that personally. Have you been
I don't know.
have you been doing a lot of acting in movies, in film and TV, or what have you been doing?
He's going viral as the dad on
Yeah.
Weapons.
The dad from Weapons.
What's Weapons?
Weapons is a movie that came out last August. It was the #1 movie in the world at one point, Chris.
Sorry, I literally don't. I'm sorry. That wasn't. I wasn't trying to be funny.
There was the woman. There's a very crazy looking woman who had a wild look with like red hair and white makeup, and she was nominated for the Oscar.
What happens in the movie? Is it what? It's like a horror movie, or it's a regular movie?
It's a horror movie. Dude, I love this, Chris, man. I imagine you wake up feeling so good every morning, not having to know about all this bullshit.
Oh, I know about my own bull. Don't worry, there's plenty of bullshit I know about.
He knows what Julia Gardner's up to, but just not in terms of the she's artistic output.
She's getting a divorce from the guy, the pumped up kicks guy, so she's available.
See?
Yeah, just
You knew this.
something to think
Man,
about. Something.
that's too bad.
I know. I pray for them. But Whitmer, so you in the movie you play a dad?
I play a father to a 7-year-old kid. Yeah. Nobody knows that's me, by the way. Like I was like, whoa, biggest movie. That's so sick. I was so amped, and I still am so excited to get to be a part of it. But I thought like maybe people would know that that's me, but because my hair is combed, like something about that like immediately makes me unrecognizable.
So hold on. So to be clear, you're not wearing prosthetics or makeup. It's just you, but with your hair combed, and that's enough for people to not recognize you.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I am wearing like zombie makeup, and I do have some wounds in my face.
Yeah, you have cuts all over your face.
Right. But I thought maybe I'd get like a text or a DM from somebody from high school, but I got nothing, man. I got nothing.
Wait, did you shoot this in Atlanta?
Yeah, this is when I was down there.
Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because we did How Long Gone in Atlanta, and you came on stage with us, I think,
right.
while you were filming.
Yeah, he was like, I'm filming this thing. It's kind of a big deal. And we said,
Oh wait, this is when you
boom.
told us, and we can retell this story here. I believe this is when all your clothes got thrown away. Which is a story that I retell people all the time because I just cannot. It's so funny. Please,
Dude, I forgot about that. Yeah. So right before I did y'all's podcast,
you're gonna hear this on Hollywood Handbook, brother. Buckle up.
I was on tour right before I got to Atlanta, and so I had pretty much all of my favorite clothes for like a month in my big ass suitcase, and I put them into the this plastic bag that was like a big plastic bag because I was gonna go do laundry at the hotel, and when this was a nice hotel that they put me in, you know.
This is a Hollywood hotel. This isn't Whitmer on tour hotel.
Right. It wasn't like a Holiday Inn Express. And so like which is my favorite hotel chain. I'd rather stay there, to be honest. But I get back to my hotel, I go get lunch, get back to my hotel, and all of my shit is gone. And I thought, well, maybe that's like, if you put the clothes in that bag, that means do the laundry. And so I gave it some time, and then I took a shower, and I realized like, oh, I don't have clothes. Like, I just had my dirty ass clothes I was just wearing. So I go downstairs, and I'm like, hey, all my clothes are missing. How long does it take to get the laundry back? And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? We don't do that. And I was like, well, somebody stole my clothes then. Did I leave the door open? And they go through surveillance, and they find one of the cleaner people with my bag of clothes, and she just tosses them into her trash can on her cart.
And then you said that this is a collection, you said, of your best clothing items.
All of my favorite clothes.
Okay.
All of them. And then there's another video of like one of the, like the maintenance janitor type guys throwing it into a huge dumpster. And so this lady sees all my old, it's like these old shirts and shit with like Batman on them. I'm probably too old to have them anyway, but she sees all that shit and goes, yeah, this is trash. And
to you, there's some grails in there probably.
Absolutely.
But to her, she's saying,
absolutely,
no, this is just a rag.
Yeah, it's like Catwoman. It's Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. Stuff that I've like acquired over the last 15 years. And then I have to go do a claim at the hotel, and so they get whoever's in charge of that, and it's this old man. And I say, yeah, she threw away all my clothes. And he goes, well, what would you say that cost? And he's saying, like, what do you think that is, $400? What was in there? And I said, t-shirts and jeans. And he's like, okay, so, maybe like $400, we can give you that. And I go, well, these are old shirts. He was like, what are you talking about? So what's that mean? Like $100 of stuff? Like, and I go, no, they're like vintage t-shirts. And he goes, he doesn't understand the idea of somebody buying like an old t-shirt that had been worn a bunch.
Yeah.
And so I had to be like, no, dude, it's like a shirt with Batman on it.
It's like you know how like old baseball cards are worth a lot of money? It's like that, but a shirt. And he said, yeah. I don't know. I don't understand, buddy.
Yeah. And he was like, okay, so you have a shirt with Batman on it. How much does that cost? And I was like, it was like $100. And he goes, a shirt with Batman? And I had to go. And I was like, no, man, it's Michael Keaton Batman.
And he said, well, sir, if you don't produce a Depop receipt, I'm not going to be able to move forward.
That's exactly what he said. So I had to go through my Depop, which was like so depressing to see all this stuff I bought like on there.
You haggling over the Pfeiffer?
Yeah, dude.
85's best I could do, brother. I don't know.
But then he said, I'll list this as memorabilia. And then they like treated me right and like.
Oh, so you did get reimbursed some money.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, speaking of like mistakes on Depop, I got to show you all this. So I wanted the shirt that Heath Ledger wears in The Dark Knight, like in the beginning when he's like robbing the bank.
Okay.
What does that shirt look like? Can you describe that shirt? I've never seen that movie. I'm not a nerd.
Well, it's this cool blue shirt. It's this cool blue shirt with these like stripes and kind of this cool design. And I find it on Depop.
I'll pull it up for you, Chris.
And it says like it's a replica. It's obviously not the real thing, but it still costs $200. And I'm like,
kind of looks like double RL actually.
Oh, so I think, oh yeah, this is totally worth it. I'm going to wear this all the time. And so I buy it. I spend the $200. This is like for like 2020, like got a check, kind of like finally I can like pay rent.
I can start buying some real shit now.
Yeah.
The shirt that the Joker wore.
Yeah.
When he was doing the bank robbery scene.
We really be dressing over here now. It's over for you hoes.
I was comically broke. Like while I was filming my first HBO special, like I was on stage and I got a notification on my phone that said I overdrafted my bank account, and I had to ask my brother to Venmo me from stage so that I could. Anyway. So anyway, so I buy this shirt and then I get it and it's this. But here we go. It's this. And it kind of looks okay here, but then it's board shorts material. It's like, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's not a
shorts material.
I got totally fucked, man.
And you said this was a $200?
It's $200 and I complained. I was like, hey, this isn't what you listed it as, and they never got back to me, and I tried to return it, but there was no like way to return.
And that's a one-sided polyester shirt that's meant to look like a kind of a dope indigo dyed Western wear, $200 dress shirt.
Yeah,
they really did scam you on that.
It really fucked me, man. It was.
But you still have the shirt today, and do you wear it sometimes?
No, it was a reminder. I look at it like, you know how some people like won't fix their nose after it collapses from cocaine, you know, because they got to stay sober.
Same idea.
It's the same kind of deal.
May this Dark Knight shirt protect me from myself in the future, kind of.
We all need a little reminder here and there. I didn't realize.
Is that the first thing that you look at when you wake up? It's like when you tape the $100 bill to the ceiling on The Secret.
Yeah.
Forgot about The Secret. I didn't realize you were that broke.
Oh my God, man. I've been, even since then, like when I was on tour with Howdy, when I saw you, I had no money. And that's why I had to, I went from like having all this, you know, like a good stack of cash in the beginning of the pandemic to just like not having a job for probably 2 years. And what got me out of that financial hole was making those hats with the shrimp on them. And I figured out.
It's a good hat.
It's a great hat. You're saying you designed and manufactured some hats and people were buying them at a clip that got you out of debt.
I mean, truly, yeah. And I was in so much debt that when I was shooting weapons, I didn't make any money because I was having to pay. Every check I get would go straight to like the Amex.
Straight to the shrimp man?
Yeah. And then I would buy shrimp hats to try to, but now like I figured out when I was on tour opening for somebody that if I just made a hat that didn't have anything to do with me and just didn't have my name on it, it just kind of looked okay, that people would buy it. So I'm like, everybody likes shrimp.
Can you estimate how much profit you've made from the shrimp hats since the
shrimp sales?
Yeah, shrimp sales.
Oh my God. So like every drop that I do, it's probably like maybe like $5,000 or something. And I've done like 20, maybe more.
This motherfucker has 6 figures on shrimp hats,
bro.
I don't save any of it.
For our listeners at home, it's a great. He's done a few different styles, but it has an embroidered, just like a clip art image of a beautiful, nice shrimp head on.
Yeah,
and then it says the word shrimp underneath it in kind of a Comic Sans-y lowercase font.
Yeah.
And I firmly believe that that's the best kind of merch of like, if you know, you know, but a lot of people, you know, half the people don't want to wear a t-shirt or a hat with just some guy's name on it. You know,
yeah.
This is great stuff. And I'm proud of you.
I too have made hats in a time of financial need to make ends meet. I was doing graffiti hats where I get like a trucker hat in like 2004. Mm-hmm. And, you know, if you want me to write your name on it in bubbly letters or whatever, maybe a Louis Vuitton monogram type of thing, you know, sell it to somebody for $50, make, you know, $30 on it or something like that.
Damn, okay, Ashton Kutcher. I forgot about this.
It was very
phase.
Kutcher time. It was Kutcher time.
Jesus is my homeboy ass over here. Okay.
I did not make 6 figures in hats.
I remember being in middle school or high school going, what the hell is DARF or DARF? Like, remember? Because all the celebrities were wearing that shirt, and then I looked it up.
Darfur barely knew her.
I looked it up and I learned. It did educate.
You're like Darfur. I think Darfur was in my social studies class. Actually, this is I didn't.
You had another one of those in the special, and I'm trying to remember it right now.
Darfur.
Where 2 words. You combine 2 words.
Oh, do anal. I didn't know. I didn't understand.
You thought do anal was one word, and you're like, what the hell is a duanal?
Yeah. Somebody said like Christy or something. I can't remember the names, but Christy lets Nick do anal, and I was like, I was like 10 or something. I was like, what the fuck is duanal? And I asked my brother what duanal was.
Shit, that's so stupid.
Get down
That's
here
awesome.
now.
It's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just that's
Okay,
good
well,
stuff.
also in the special, I noticed. I think you did it before, and you do it. A common thing for stand-up comedians to do. You break the fourth wall in the special a few times. You do it in a cool way where people in the band will have little messages or little bits that break it up really nicely. But do you think are on track to break down whatever the fifth wall of comedy is, and what do you think that wall might be?
Ooh, I think. Well, you know what my dream is in a movie, and maybe you could do it in the stand-up special. Is at the very end of the movie, I would love for for Ryan Gosling or Daniel Day-Lewis to look directly into the camera and say the DP's name and go like, "Hey Bob, thanks for filming."
That's a good idea.
So maybe I'll do that and say that to the DP. I don't know.
I feel like that could have happened in Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
But it was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you want this to be the last scene of the film before the credits roll, or do you want it to be at the very end after all the credits and everything?
No, the last thing you see, and if it's like super intense, like imagine if Daniel Day-Lewis and There Will Be Blood was sitting there at the end and he goes, "I'm finished," and then he looked at Paul Thomas Anderson or whoever's behind the camera and went, "Hey Paul, thanks for filming, man."
Thanks for filming.
Just end There Will Be Blood, and there will be blood like a Jackass skit.
Oh yeah, man.
We got it, bro. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, thanks.
That's a great idea. That's
Yeah, that's my
achievable.
dream.
Are you in movies right now? Are you doing anything right now?
I filmed a movie in the spring with a bunch of cool actors with a cool director named Arkasha Stevenson. I think it's got to come out next spring, but it's
Things just got to come out at some point, man.
yeah, it's a scary movie again, and it was fun. We shot it in Budapest, and I realized like how American I am, and really how Southern I am out there. Kind of everybody hated my guts, like every like cool college kid in a leather jacket smoking a cigarette and eating a big red apple looked at me like I was like the ugliest, stupidest guy they'd ever seen in their life.
When you included the specific detail that these guys are eating big red apples, that feels like a shot that you're trying to send at these local Hungarian teens. What's up with that?
No, I mean it like you would see the most beautiful woman in the world that I'd ever seen, and I don't know if he would mind me saying this, but the movie is with
A Serbian 12.
Yeah.
Walking down the street.
Like the movie has like well-known actors in it, and I'm not shit, but they would, go up to these beautiful women, and handsome guys would like go up to these famous actors and be like, "Hey, I'm like a big fan." And the actors would like shrink because of how confident and
The beauty and the confidence of the locals.
yeah.
Wow.
And it would almost be like the actors would want to get photos with but yeah, they hated my guts. Everybody out there hated me. I would ask for a coffee to go, and they would be like, "Nobody takes coffee to go there." And they're like, "No, you sit out there and you smoke a cigarette and drink a beer, and you sit out there in the courtyard."
Okay. So you had a great time filming over there.
I did have fun for a couple weeks. At some point, it became a joke because some of the other actors got really good at like making these people like them, and I could never do it. I couldn't do it. They all.
How okay?
That's okay.
When you do something like this, it takes obviously forever to come out. How long does it take to get paid?
Well, no, for those movies, that like legit movies like that, they'll pay you like as if it's a day job, like you're clocking in.
So you're getting paid weekly. You're getting paid weekly
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay.
Which is great for me, especially when I'm trying to pay off my debt.
How is your debt looking right now? Have we made a dent?
I make a dent. No, I pay it off, and then it's like back to square one 3 weeks later. So I'm doing all right, but I'm sure I'll go like flat broke again. You'll know, everybody listening, and you fellas, if I post anything about shrimp hats, it means I'm zero. I got zero in the bank again.
Okay, so when the shrimp hat drop happens, it's not Whitmer is going through a tough time. You're saying it is zero.
Yeah.
We've reached negative in the bank account. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Whitmer, where's your money?
Thanks for your honesty.
Where's your money going? Because from the outside, you're pretty successful. You don't live beyond your means.
You're
Where
not
is this?
still getting big mouth checks coming in? What's up, brother?
That saved my life too. Jesus, thank you.
Really?
God bless you, Nick Kroll.
Doing the voice of Weed Boy on Big Mouth saved your life?
Yeah.
And that's because that's the only shit you did that you could watch on Netflix.
Yep. There's this commercial. When I was filming that new special, I was also broke. I was zero in the bank account, and right when I got off stage, this guy was like, "Hey, I have this. I make commercials for this soap company with Sydney Sweeney, and I'd love if you would be a guy in one of them." And I was like, "Oh, sick! What do I got to do?" And he was like, she's like taking a shower or something, and you're looking at her like horny, going, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh man, I don't know about that. Is it like a joke that I'm doing that and like cartoonishly doing that?" And he was like, "No, you're actually horny." And I was like, "I don't think I can do that." And he goes, "It pays pretty well." And I'm like, "I just don't know if that's my vibe." And then, so I turned it down. And then I see the commercial coming out, and the guy is cartoonishly going like, "Oh, wow." Like, and I would have totally done it, but I had too much. I guess I got fucked for.
You had too much integrity, too much artistic.
Yeah, I mean, are you turning down work because of your integrity?
So you turned down
no?
the Dr. Squatch money.
Yeah.
We all remember the Dr. Squatch commercial.
Yeah, I turned it down, man. It's the only thing I've ever probably turned down.
That feels like a sorry to interrupt. It feels like an NFT rug pull when I saw that commercial of Sydney Sweeney coming out with a soap that is scented like her bathwater, just for horny guys only.
Yeah,
I
mean,
don't.
I've heard of worse ideas.
I'm curious what it smells like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not curious enough to pay.
I actually, now that I say it, I wouldn't mind kind of knowing what that smells like.
I don't know if I'd
either,
pay
right?
$20, but I would smell it.
I don't know if I want to experience Sydney Sweeney through the lens of Dr. Squatch. That's all.
That's the issue. You're right.
I would like
That's the
to
issue.
sit and have a nice lunch with her at Hooters.
Mm-hmm. And say, "Let me smell that."
A few things go different for her. She'd be working there, so it ain't out of the question.
It's an okay life. It's a good gig. My money all went to gambling. Probably that's how I lost it.
Really?
Oh, are you? Do you have a gambling problem?
Not. It started on the Howdy tour.
They don't gamble.
When we were hanging out, no, they wouldn't gamble, but I would stop at casinos all over the place.
I remember you telling me this when we were in Savannah.
Yeah, you came to easily the worst show of the tour. It was in probably like a 1,200 cat room, and there was a barricade, and there was like 20 people there.
Hey, look, we had fun, and that's what matters. I had a great
We
time.
couldn't do 1,200 in Savannah.
I took you out for oysters.
Oh, that was awesome, man. Thank you for that. And Chris was standing in the wings of the stage, and I was like, we could really use like a 17th person in the crowd.
Hey,
He's up in the mezzanine with his sunglasses
can you move
on.
to the dead center if you don't mind, just like right in front of the barricade? It would do a
And
lot.
nod your head like you have a clue who we are.
All right. Well, how is your?
That's what the oysters are for, huh?
How is your gambling going now?
Well, what I learned with all that stuff, we were going gambling probably every night on that tour.
I remember your degenerate friend that was like playing drums or something.
Yeah. Jeremy, he was playing guitar, and he is in the special, and he also developed a problem. And we would just hit these casinos every single night on tour. And then I collected enough points at all these casinos to where then I could stay at the hotels like across the country that were like owned by Caesars or something like that. And so then the next tour I planned.
As a whale, you're able to take advantage of their network of hotels.
Dude, how much money did you lose? Jesus Christ!
Every cent, every penny.
All of it.
Yeah. And then so then the next tour I booked was only casinos. I would play like at like some place that has a nearby.
Okay, Norm Macdonald vibes. I like it.
Yeah. And then on that tour, my band, who they don't make a lot of money doing these shows, they won every single night at these casinos, and they were raking in money, and I was losing every cent I had made at the show. And so my band got rich off of that tour, and I came home just flat broke. And then the next after that, I sort of realized. Oh no, what happened is then we got back to LA, and I had to start a Patreon because it was the strike.
The writer's strike, actor strike, both strikes, doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah. And so I was like, I got to start a Patreon and figure out how to make money. And so I would make these videos that would be a base, like a day job of work. I would work like 8 hours a day trying to edit these videos of me doing comedy special fashion critiques or something or whatever it was. And
Get ready with me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd made a video with where I went to a casino to gamble every penny that I had made on the Patreon. I just maybe I could double it or something, and I won a bunch of money and then I got back to even, and then after that I was like, okay, this casino shit is. I can't be doing this. And what I learned though is that I don't really like just going to a casino and gambling. Like I want the whole thing. Like I want to go like book a night at a fancy casino and like get a steak and do all that shit. It's maybe see a show.
Yeah, it's all part of it.
And that's my ideal way to
turn down a sex worker at a lobby bar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, last time I was there in Vegas, one of those women came up to me and stuck her hand down the back of my pants and squeezed my butt.
Went under the trouser butt squeeze.
Oh, like skin on palm, man.
Yeah.
What'd she look like?
Beautiful. She's beautiful. It ain't no joke down there, man.
For listeners at home, he's holding up a wedding ring in the Zoom chat. That's how I met your mother.
I said no, ma'am. I'm taken.
That's nice. That's mature of you. All right, so your gambling is under control for now.
For now, well, I think if I had a ton of money, well, what it is if I'm doing all right financially, I don't really have a desire to gamble. It's when I go broke. Like I feel like I'm more comfortable almost being flat broke because I was broke for 15 years or something. So
it's what you know.
Yeah. So I think I'm like, oh, I'm already broke. So why not just go gamble it away? Whereas like if I have $200 in my bank account, I'm not going to be able to make rent anyway. So why not just lose the $200? You know what I mean?
Okay. What do you think about the logic that people say gambling addicts are more addicted to losing than winning?
True. Yeah.
Okay.
Totally true. But I'm not a gambling addict, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I was gonna say the way you're describing it, where you only like if you were really addicted to losing, when you had a bunch of money, you would happily go lose at the casino, but you only use it as your sort of backup plan when things get rough. When the shrimp dries up, we got the Commerce Casino.
When the shrimp turns into shrimp flakes, we got to figure out a new way.
Right. But I don't know. It's under control. I'm doing all right. I'm doing
good. We love it, and this is where people in your life who love you very much, or just a business manager, can help you. Turn that 200 into rent money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they have said, like, my accountant has been like, so what is this? Why did you take out $2,000 on your credit card at, the Tropicana? And I have to go like, I was filming a Patreon video where I tried to lose all the money, but I won. And he's just like, I don't know. I don't think you can write that off, man. Like, you gotta...
I think that's maybe a bridge too far.
I like the idea. My accountant calls me and says, "What is this?" Just in general for your life and spending habits and finances.
Yeah.
All right, Whit.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, buddy.
Cool. Well, this is fun.
We did it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the new special is very funny. I watched it this morning. Carolyn listened to it while she was having a coffee. She was chuckling the whole way.
Thanks, man.
Beta males, we have our new role model. We have our new Joe Rogan of the left. His name's Whitmer Thomas. I mean, sorry, Whit.
Right.
It's Whit. It's cleaner that way.
Just Whit. That's a Madonna. It's a Madonna style approach, I think. Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
Just
man.
Whit.
And
just call me Whit.
Also,
man.
there's a good bit at the beginning about LOL guys. And I feel like Chris is kind of an LOL guy. I don't want to say anymore.
I'm definitely an LOL guy.
Chris gets it.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah. I know it's negative, but I don't care.
You need LOL guys in your life. LOL guys are the ones when you're like, fuck, my clothes got stolen or I'm stuck in a city. LOL guy gets you out of that mess. Okay, Whit?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, y'all
think
did.
of us as service.
It is. I do need those people in my life. You can't have nothing but ha 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 guys.
Exactly. Contain multi. I'll do both. I'm verse, but I know what you mean.
Thank you, man.
God, the laugh that you do of showing up to somebody's house and laughing outside their door. So good. You hit a pitch that is really, really special. Well done.
Thank you, dude.
All right, dude. Good to see you. Thanks for doing this, and I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Thanks, y'all. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks, Whit. Yeah, man. Good to see you.
Stream weapons.
See ya.
All right.